The results are in for baby Snowflake. You are not the father. Someone grab a spray bottle.
January the 1st, 2026, paternity DNA tests will be mandatory. Now let's let the ignorance begin. Like, share, subscribe if you do. Hit the bell for the notification. Social media is on screen and on the links in the description. This is a free therapy session, so please share your thoughts and your concerns. Anyways, let's go ahead and get the video popping.
It really be your own people, dude. My 16-year-old just found out that his dad isn't his real dad anymore because of my bitter-ass sister. She claims it's for his own good. But in what way is that for his own good? When I found out I was pregnant with my son, I made the logical choice to pick the father that made the most money. His real dad was working at McDonald's for like $8.25 an hour. I don't want that as a man. He was just one of my hoes, and that was that. And I got pregnant, and so I picked the richer dad. And although the richer dad didn't take care of him and hasn't been around, he does pay child support, and he pays a lot, and it pays for a majority of my rent. Well, my sister never liked that, and I finally let her have my son thinking I could trust the bitch. And she tells my son and confides in him that his dad isn't his real dad. And now he went and found his real dad behind my back with my sister, and they're all trying to fight and get my son taken away from me. My son doesn't want to live in my house. We haven't talked in 3 days. I think it's the most miserable thing a person can ever do is ruin some shit like that. I picked the right choice. Now who's going to pay my bills now? Because now they also told that the guy that's been on child support all these years, and he's trying to come after me and sue me for all the money he's been paying. I think it's absolutely ridiculous. Like, I didn't do anything wrong here.
That right there is a satire swoop. Do I need to say anything else? That is satire at its finest from a swoop that just wants attention from you guys, from all of us. A succubus from the deep depths of hell of TikTok.
Is this nigga serious?
One thing I will never agree with and I will never understand is a woman telling a man that he is the father of her child when she knows that he is not the father of her child. Even if you think that there's a possibility that he's not the father, he needs to know. The people who are doing this for financial gain, it's not okay. This guy experienced this. Listen to his story.
Before we start the video, I just want to say I agree with her 100%. I feel like if you know that there's a possibility and you don't speak up, you just as much as a wimp as the people that you express that you dislike. Because people that do degenerate type stuff like this are the most evilest people. They will literally have you thinking that they are this person for years. And this is a conversation that a whole lot of men and women need to have. Because we need to come to this understanding and understand right now that you are not a good person and you're going to reap what you sow. If you sit here and lie and manipulate and then you got enough nerve to say that you want an honest person in your life, that's not how it works. So, tread lightly.
I've been married for 51 years. Got 2 sons, 42 and 40. Needed to take a test to see if any of us had a kidney good enough for my brother. Found out something interesting. They ain't my kids. There's somebody else's. Of course, the only good thing is, I know it's not my fault that those 2 idiots got dumped into this world. Hell, I thought they took after their mother. Instead, they take after the plumber or the postman or the milkman or, yeah, they were milkmen back when they came around. I mean, God only knows. Just chaps my ass.
What?
Y'all need to go get your own paternity test. You can't tell out by looking who's the daddy. Unless you're looking down at the genetic level. Guy says he ain't the daddy, he's right. And the genetic test is the only way to prove it for sure. These women are hopping everything that looks fun. You thought you liked. You ain't nothing. Well, Yes, that pretty well completes that story.
As you've seen, 42 years. And he just now found out about it. Now, should paternity tests, DNA tests be mandatory? Yes, it should. And for anybody that is not happy about that decision, look, I ain't gonna lie. For anybody that is married, happily married, this conversation doesn't have anything to do with you. So you can just sit this one out and watch and just eat popcorn and watch everybody else in the comments and have a war about this. I seen a whole lot of people having the conversation saying, like, if we're married, we shouldn't be having a paternity test because you already know. But look, it's not because maybe you are loyal. You are my wife. Maybe you are loyal. But because there's so many different stories out here, it's because so many people are messing it up for you. That's the reason why it should be mandatory. Because you never know. And it's safer to be it's safer to be safe than sorry. I mean, let's be real here. That's only common sense. Because there's a reason why they're making it mandatory. There's a reason why this practice is being offered. If there wasn't no need for me to check that this is actually my child, then why would they have it in the first place? You know what I'm saying? Like that. There's a whole lot of different ways you could look at it. Like, I understand what I understand what women, wives, girlfriends are saying. Like, I understand. Because it's just like, it's a testament to your trust at this point. What are you trying to say? Am I a whore? Are you trying to say that I'm not trustworthy? No. It's because I'd rather cover my back. And I ain't gonna lie, that's just one thing that I feel like we could come into terms and just, try to work our way around it, because it's really no easy way to say it. But it is. It's a simple way to say it. You just say it. That's what it is. You just say it. Sometimes they gonna get mad, but I mean, it's just what it is. Do you want to know if that's your child, or do you want to live with the fact that that could be Ray Ray, Boo Boo, Tyrone, and Pookie, Billy, Toddler, child that you've been raising? I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna take the option early, but either way, it's gonna be mandatory now, starting January the 1st, 2026. See, look, that's another thing that's coming in 2026. We've been talking about the EBTs. We've been talking about the Section 8s. We've been talking about the job layoffs. We've been talking about. We haven't talked about the TSA stuff, but all of that. Food banks opening up. You seeing who's there. We talking about all this stuff. Let's have these conversations and push this forward so people know what's going on in the world, because there is a lot to discuss. There's a lot to digest right now. And to be honest, I feel like this is one of the things that's going to help men out, because there are a lot of men that pay child support to kids that are not theirs. There's a lot of men out here that are getting unlucky, getting with a woman that isn't trustworthy enough, grown woman enough to tell them that this is their child. And there's a lot of men out here that, I mean, it's harder for a man to sit here and lie about that being the child or not, you know what I'm saying? Because the woman is the one carrying the baby for 9 months. So, I mean, it's really no way you can flip it around, but you know what I'm saying? Like, for the responsibility purposes of it, then you can flip it around, I guess. But
The results are in for baby Snowflake. You are not the father. Someone grab a spray bottle. Results are in for baby
somebody grab a spray bottle is crazy.
You are not the father. The results are in for baby Crispy Bacon, and you are not the father.
Why that little nigga got on? Hell no.
Results are in for baby Cookie, and you are
Not the father. The results are in for baby Chili, and you are not
Paco
the father.
and Leela.
We need a banana break.
Blood talk about a banana break.
Results are in for baby Clover and her litter, and you are not the father. Security, come on. All right, the results are in for baby Luna and Midnight. You are not the father. Security. Get them apart.
Detroit become human head ass.
I think that the United States making DNA testing mandatory is stupid. I don't think that, it's something that if you feel like you need a DNA test, go do that on your own time because you feel that way. I don't think every person, there's millions of people in the United States. Like, it doesn't make sense that people could be using that time to do other things. Like,
okay, so let's go ahead and debunk what she's saying. She's saying it's stupid. Now, it's just how you look. It's your perspective on it. But we're going to sit here and just put in the account that all the stories that we heard about this kid is not mine, and I didn't know about it, and now I finally figured it out after so many years. Mandatory tests, in somewhat way, shape, or form, I'm on just add something that you may not be thinking about. Mandatory tests may be saving a lot of women's lives, because there are a lot of women that may make mistakes, may end up sleeping with another man and getting pregnant by another man, and it may end up being that other man's child, and you may not be the father. And this is the thing, right? After so long, you think that that's your child. You don't know who you're dealing with at the end of the day, because you're dealing with a whole different person. You could maybe provoke this man to anger, just like the one video I did with the guy from Detroit, and he ended up blaming his wife, and she almost passed away. See, and this was because of the same situation. So if we have a mandatory test, this could be potentially saving your life, because at the time, once you see that that may not be your kid, okay, then you know what I'm saying? You don't have so much built up anger, because you go on for years and years and years getting lied to and manipulated and gaslighted. Then all of a sudden it just dawned on you that this is not your kid. Do you know how bad, what mental state that puts on men? Because because a whole lot of low value women do this. You thinking that you got somebody that you can trust, this and that. And it doesn't matter about status level. I just want to say that now, like, low value thinking, promiscuous thinking, all that can be on all different levels. But you got a woman like that, then she lies to you, gaslights you and stuff like this. It could provoke you to anger, leading to something maybe happening to you. I'm just saying that's just another way for you to look at it. So it could be potentially saving your life in the long run if you're going to end up sleeping with somebody else. Ultimately, you probably shouldn't, but a whole lot of you probably will. And women, I mean, you preach about you want to be protected. I ain't gonna lie, this is protecting you in a way. I ain't gonna lie. This is a protection, because I'm telling you, you keep lying to these men, it's gonna happen to you. I'm not wishing it on you, but I'm just trying to make sure that you understand that point, because a lot of people ain't talking about that. But yeah.
you could be saving a life. You could be in a hospital saving a life.
I personally pay taxes, and I care about where my money goes. I'm not here to pay for so-and-so because there's a confusion about who's the father. That's not my business. Handle your personal shit. And for me, I want to fund schools. I want to fund the MTA because the trains are never on time. We got bigger problems. We have bigger problems. I'm sorry. I'm not paying for no mandatory test.
Let us understand.
Okay, that's, to be fair, I ain't gonna lie, she kind of have a point, but still though, at the end of the day, like, it is a problem that needs to be dealt with, nipped in the butt, because it's been going on for too long. For too long. It ain't like your hair. Like, you see how short your hair is? See, look, that ain't a short ass problem. That's a big problem. See, based off hair, you wouldn't understand that. I ain't gonna lie. I just flamed the shit out of her, and that's not my intentions. Like, I ain't gonna lie. No, but Yeah, ladies, at the end of the day, to watch your back and stuff like that, just don't cheat. Don't get married and then go have a baby with another man. That's all we ask. Stuff like that. Men, don't run up in another woman. Cause y'all be doing that shit too. You know who you is. Come on, bro. We need to lock in. Stop thinking with your meat stick. Stop thinking with your pig skin, boy. Stop touching on it. Put it up. Put it in your pants. Put it in your drawers. I'm going to go ahead and end this video off here. Like, share, subscribe if you do. Hit the bell for notifications. Social media is on the screen and on the links in the description. If you enjoyed this video and all that, then share with a friend, share with a family member, and let's have a conversation if you really want to have a conversation. Anyways, there's 2 videos on the screen, and check out my channel called Raging Fredo, and I will see you next video. Bye-bye.